Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today it's the 1919 Lincoln Penny. You can see the Denver version of it right here with the D underneath the 1919. These are pennies that came before the Lincoln Penny that we're going to look at too. Now, here's the deal. If you were to get all three of these coins, and they were in the best shape of any of the 1919 coins that you could get, you would be talking about $200,000 worth of coins. The 1919 Philadelphia coin, there is one so far ever, so Philly would be this one so far ever that they found in a mint state 69, and that's worth $75,000 to $100,000. The Denver mint coin, they've found one, but the highest they've gone is MS 67 plus. That's worth $75,000. And the San Francisco Mint, they found actually quite a few good ones. They found 6, but they're all MS 66, and those are valued by PCGS at $32,500. So between the three of these coins, if you get them all at the highest value graded, you'd have about $200,000 worth of Lincoln pennies. We'll take a look at all of these Lincoln pennies, how many they made at each mint, and just the regular general value of these three that we have here. But first, let's just talk about the penny and where it came from. Let's get some of those older pennies out. Let's see. Let's get the Denver Mint here. And let's just talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. So let's start with this one. This is the braided hair version of the penny, and you can see this one's in 1851. The braided hair version started in the 1830s. It was followed by what was one that I don't have, and that's called the Flying Eagle cent. And those are really, really, really expensive. They came out in the 1856, 1857, and 1858. In 1859, the Indian head cent came out. Lady Liberty wearing an Indian headdress. It says United States of America in the front. It says United States in the front, of America behind her, in 1881 down here. And it was made until 1909. That was followed by the Lincoln penny. And the Lincoln penny, when it came in 1909, came in a couple different versions, but this is the most famous one, this one right here. The 1909, what they called the VDB penny. And there it is right there. Victor David Brenner. His initials are on the back of the penny. This is a pretty good one, but this one, though, is probably worth $9 to $15, somewhere in there. You kind of look at it, you can see the lines in the wheat ears and stuff. But the VDB is the key. They made some with the VDB, or Victor David Brenner, who was the engraver of this coin, and some without. Victor David Brenner was an engraver who was chosen by President Teddy Roosevelt. He also wanted it to be a change from some of the prior coins, from the Lady Liberty coins and some of the other coins. Now, they only put the VDB on a small percentage of those 1909 coins, and that's why they're a little bit more valuable. In fact, in 1909, they made about $28 million with the VDBs, and then they made about $73 million without the VDBs. And they did not put the VDB on the coin after 1909 until 1918. In 1918, they decided to put the initials back on, and that's what you'll see on these coins here. Let's see if we can get this one. This is the 1919S. So they made the 1919 at 3 different mints. If we go way up in here, you'll see that they took it off the back and they put it right on the front, and that's where the initials are now. Victor David Brenner's initials were moved from the back in 1909, no initials on 1910 through 1917, and then in 1918 they brought the initials back, but they put it down on the lower part of Lincoln's shoulder. This is the San Francisco Mint from 1919. You can see that this one is probably the one that's in the best shape of the ones we have here. At the San Francisco Mint in 1919, they made 140 million of these. So they made a bunch. If you can get this in an MS-65, it is worth about $1,100. At the Philadelphia Mint in 1919, and that would be this one here without any mint mark on it. At the Philadelphia Mint, they made $392 million. And this one in an MS-65 is not so valuable. It's worth about $100. And then finally at the Denver Mint, in terms of the numbers, in 1919, they made 57 million. And if you can get this in an MS-65, it's worth about $1,475 according to PCGS. When we look at the back of these are what's called a Durham wheat ears, these wheat ears. It says E pluribus unum at the top, 1 cent here, United States of America here. And if you look right down in here, this is the kind of wheat that you use for making cereal and flour. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.